Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is me, your host Prajwal, and in today's video I'm going to discuss some of the news and some of the behind the scenes and speculation, rumors, whatever you want to call it, behind this recent cryptocurrency and Bitcoin crash. Before we start, none of the things mentioned in this video is financial advice, and everything that I mention is my own research, and I'm here to share whatever I found on my own research. So always make sure you do your own research and don't take my word for it. So there's different things and there's different reasons that could have gone wrong or that could have happened behind the scenes. But the few topics that I would like to share some light on today is Elon Musk. The second thing is China banning Bitcoin or Bitcoin mining. The 4chan post, if you haven't seen it, we'll go through it later, and some of the countries banning Bitcoin at the same time. Okay, so before we start, we had a significant correction in April where Bitcoin dropped from 63,000 to 49,000, and then on 12th of May or 13th of May we just had this massive dip or massive drop in price. Okay, and if you look into the total market cap of the cryptocurrency, from 13th we started to have a drop, and every day there's lower highs and higher lows, and it just kept on falling, and at a point we dropped to 1.2 trillion from all-time highs of 2.5 and 2.7 trillion dollars. Okay, the first thing is I'd like to show you some tweet. I would like to show you this tweet from Elon Musk. On 13th of May, he came out and said, Tesla and Bitcoin. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We're concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels of Bitcoin mining. So what he said was that Bitcoin was using a lot of energy, a lot of coal for the mining process, and this was using a lot of our unsustainable sources of fuel and everything, and Tesla doesn't support that. Okay, out of nowhere. This started the crash that we see here. So that was the first thing, that was the first point on the market where things started to fall, and no one really knew. People went crazy when this happened, and everyone was trying to understand, well, Elon Musk has been a big believer in Bitcoin, and why is he doing this and all that stuff. And then he tweeted some other stuff trying to support what he's saying, and they had and Michael Saylor went back and forth with him. Michael Saylor was one of the people who actually got Elon Musk, that's what we believe, got Elon Musk into Bitcoin, and he was very furious when Elon Musk was going against Bitcoin out of nowhere. Okay, so, and then after that happened, on 14th of May, he said, to be clear, I strongly believe in crypto, but it can drive a massive increase in fossil fuel use, especially coal. And then he started to slowly clear the mess he was making, because he firmly believes in crypto, and he firmly believes in even Dogecoin and all that stuff. So he sort of started to clear his mess. And then on May 14th, there was another It Is High Time. There was a carbon tax, and he was still going about it. And then on 14th, he tweeted this photo saying, don't panic. Okay, and then it all came down to 20th May when he said Tesla has diamond hands, basically. Before this tweet, he mentioned that Tesla might or might not have sold the Bitcoin that Tesla was holding. Okay, and by that time, 20th May, we can already see we were sitting at around almost 39,000. We were struggling to go up and touch 40,000 on that day. Same thing when you look at the cryptocurrency total market cap as well. So this is 19th of May, 20th May, we were in the dip where we were sitting at 1.5 trillion market cap. Okay, so why this? Now we can only speculate, but there's some resources that I would like to show you guys, and you guys can make your own decisions for sure. Tesla is seeking entry into US renewable fuel credit market. So I'll leave all the links to all the articles below in the description as well, so if you can go and have a look if you would prefer. So what this basically is Joe Biden's administration is marching forward with the new zero emission goals in the future. So, and Tesla hopes to enter that multi-billion-dollar credit market. So as you know, Tesla runs, and Elon Musk has Solar City, which provides solar panels and all that stuff, and he has other companies that does different things as well. But renewable sources is one of the biggest industry in the future. Okay, it's one of the biggest market that we're heading into. It would definitely make sense for Tesla to be one of the pioneers in the market. So, and this news came out on 12th of May. I'm not sure how credible these sources are, but we can use all of these points to sort of connect the dots and see what's really happening behind the tweets and why he is doing whatever he's doing. So Tesla and his company has applied for this multi-billion-dollar credit from Biden's administration. So it would make sense that to prove himself and to prove his loyalty towards renewable sources, the first thing he has to do is he has to go against whatever the government is going against. Now, that is my theory. The authenticity or how true that is, I have no clue. This is just my research. It would make sense for him to be on the side of the government by going against Bitcoin. So he came out and said that he's banning Bitcoin from Tesla's, and then he also said that Tesla might have sold his Bitcoin holding just to prove himself to the administration that he actually supports renewable sources of energy. This was his way of saying and proving himself. Okay? That was the first reason. The second thing is, as we know, Kathy Wood from ARK Investments, she had an interview with CoinDesk. And in this video, I'm not going to play the video, but I'll leave the video in the description below. But in this video, if you forward to around a minute and 45 seconds mark, she starts talking about BlackRock. Okay, so BlackRock is third biggest holder of Tesla stocks. So BlackRock has always initially has been against Bitcoin and Bitcoin investments, but recently BlackRock has admitted that they will get into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular. Now, when they come out and say that they want to get into, chances are they already have started to collect Bitcoins. Okay. Now, one thing you need to understand is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is very unregulated, and it thrives on people's hope, and it thrives on people believing it more. And the more people believe in it, the more money flows into the market, and the more higher we go. Now, if there is FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, then things start to fall off, because that's how the market sentiment works on. It works on, it's unregulated, and it works on the sentiment of people and how confident they are with this market. So now, if Elon's started to tweet that Tesla is probably going against Bitcoin, Tesla is stopping Bitcoin because it is against our renewable sources of energy policy and all that stuff, and then market has already started to dip, and then BlackRock comes into play, or maybe BlackRock was into play from the start as well. So what she says that maybe BlackRock contacted Elon Musk saying, we don't support these renewable sources of energy and something has to be done. So if something comes from your third biggest holders of your stock, of your share, the third biggest investor in your company, you have to listen to them. There's no way around it. Okay, so either it was for the renewable sources of energy, or it was for BlackRock to bring the prices down so that they can fill up their bags cheaper. Okay, there's two different scenarios. Anything can be anything. Any one of those might be true. BlackRock and all these big hedge funds and big investment companies have been accused of manipulating the market by SEC before. They have been fined and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if BlackRock actually wanted to bring the prices down so that they could get more cheaper Bitcoin. Okay, so that's one of the things. And so now, while everything was happening, so what happens is now everything might not be related to each other, but every time there is blood in the water, now everyone wants to take the opportunity and get profited from that. So if you have heard, you may or may not have seen the post on 4chan. This was going viral on Twitter and everywhere. So someone posted on 18th of May saying, "Hey guys, Insider here," and he goes on about how the market is gonna crash. So this was actually before the big dip we had. So on 18th of May, we had a big dip. So 18th of May, we had a big dip where it went from 42,000 straight to 36,000, and actually lower towards 34,000. So he went on 4chan, an anonymous person went on 4chan saying, this is the time the market is going to crash, and we're doing this to take one certain stakeholder out, and once they liquidate the plan is to buy everything, all the reserves up and all that stuff. So no one paid attention to this post until the crash happened at the similar time frame that this person predicted. and the people went crazy. People thought, that guy was true. And then what happened is he came back next day. He said, inside again, long day, 2 hours of sleep, blah blah blah. Right now they're shorting BTC, 25 is the current target, blah blah blah. And he says that there will be a gradual drop from 30 to 35k triangular pattern, but then things will start to fall down from there. So 35,000, that I didn't think that really didn't happen, because it did held around 34.8. So people came back, people paid attention to this. And what I think about this is, if I was a Bitcoin whale, okay, and if I have billions of dollars and thousands of Bitcoins in my holding, what I would do is, Elon Musk is tweeting and it's going mental and everyone's going crazy, everyone's started to panic already. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this opportunity to create more FUD, create more fear in the market, so that I can get a cheaper Bitcoin. So I'm going to go and post this, okay, saying this is going to happen, all that happened, and I'm going to go and sell all of my Bitcoins and bring the market down. And then I'll tell people that, okay, it's going to go down lower. Please make sure that you protect yourself. What's going to happen now from here, from this point, is people will start to short Bitcoin from 35,000, thinking it's going to go down. So being a whale, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go against the market and I'm going to long. I'm going to open a really big leverage long, and I'm going to liquidate more people, and I'm going to get cheaper Bitcoin, and I'm going to get it back to the same place it was. So this is all the strategy that whales play to get a cheaper Bitcoin and for other people to lose money. So the only way you make money in this market is if someone else loses money, then you make money. So if someone else is going against the market, and if you go with the market, one of you lose, and whoever the other side wins takes all the money. So that's how these markets are. It's very unregulated. So you can play with the market as long as you have the funds and as long as you have the power to do that. So this is another thing. And the final FUD, a big FUD that spread the market, was when China came out saying, first they came out and said they banned Bitcoin, which they did in 2017 actually. Every year, China bans Bitcoin every year, guys. It's not a new thing. The problem is, now we have so many new people in this market who have no idea on the history of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and when they hear news that some certain countries ban Bitcoin, they go crazy. And especially when it comes from China, which is a really big powerhouse when it comes to money and power, people start selling stuff for no reason, without even understanding. You will just see a tweet, or they will just see a blog post pull out of nowhere, and then they will think, they don't even bother checking the authenticity or where it's coming from. So what happened was, China planned to ban Bitcoin mining in China. Okay, so now this is I would put it as a good way, because what the problem is, Bitcoin mining is very centralized in China. So China is the biggest miner for Bitcoin. So what's happening is, even though Bitcoin itself is very decentralized, but the Bitcoin mining itself is very centralized, is in China. So now China banning that, what it does is it decentralizes the mining of Bitcoin, and it takes the power of mining away from China. So there was a crash recently in that province of China. I forgot the name, which province it was. So that province is the biggest miner, and if there's a power outage or any issues like that in that province, the whole market starts to dip. So that's very unsafe, and that's not a good thing for the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin itself. So China banning Bitcoin mining is actually a good thing, because now miners will move out of China, or mining will move to different places where it will be very decentralized, and we will have more miners scattered around the world, so that it can be really decentralized how it should be. Okay, so these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you guys today. So please make sure leave any comments if you have more information, or if you want to discuss more. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more. And I have changed the name of the channel, because I've never wanted this to be a only cryptocurrency channel, but I started with cryptocurrency, but I'm gonna discuss more ways to make money online, investing, and in everything, not just cryptocurrency. So if you want to follow along in the journey, please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and do make sure you like this video. Thank you, and you have a nice day.